Good morning. Just a girl in a mattress store about to talk to herself. Time to put my makeup on and get ready for work here at Naples Mattress. My name is Christina, and I'm getting ready for work. I haven't been here for days. I'm so excited. I think the owner is pulling in right now. So I'm going to get my beauty blender wet, get my hair out of the way, and I'm going to film a full glam to get ready for work at Naples Mattress. Be right back. I'm back. I just did a little moisturizer. I cemented my eyebrows with the Ardell Brow Glue, and I primed my eyelids with the NARS Pot Concealer. I did receive in a mystery box the P. Louise eye base, but I want to go with the old tried and true that I know works today. So let's do some cooling under eye preparation. I look like I haven't slept well, and I think the excitement of coming back to work, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't get myself to sleep. So let's cooling eye gel. This is the Tula Glow Get It Cooling Brightening Eye Balm. Let's give these under eyes that are going to need some concealer a little extra attention. There's a car right outside my door. It's distracting me, so I apologize. I keep looking in that direction. It's got a little bit of a, like a shimmeriness to it. I don't know what that's about. But it seems to help the under eyes not look like cakes. So I got one of my monthly beauty boxes while I was gone. And I got inside of said beauty box the Full Sleeve mascara, long defining tubing mascara from KVD. So we're going to try that today. That's the only real makeup product that I got. But we're going to give it a go. Today I brought with me the Mcgrath little 6-pan palette. It is, don't know what it's called. It just gives a definition of like the shades on the back. But it's really cute. It has a little latchy thing that I never use. Oh, here it is on the front. Mcgrath Labs Mothership Subliminal Platinum Bronze Eye Palette. So we're going to go into this. She doesn't get a lot of love. I don't know why. Gorgeous shades. I don't know why I don't play with her. So we're going to give her some love today. I've missed doing my makeup. When I'm not at work, I give my skin a break. And I have not put on makeup since I was here last. So looking at the palette, there's like 6, what would you call them? Satin shades. And then 1 matte brown. So, I'm thinking, I never prepare for what makeup I'm going to put on my face. I brought the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation with me in this palette, and I'm like, let's go. So I think in the crease, I'm going to go in with this shade here. No shade name. It's a taupey gray color. Ooh, Pat Mcgrath. Oh, Pat Mcgrath. Holy pigment. Holy stinking pigment. So I've been gone for a few days, 4 days to be exact. My children live in Lake Alfred with their father. Before my son went back to school, because he went on a little road trip with his stepmother to where we're from originally, Connecticut, and when he came back, I had to make some time to get him in my house before he went back to school. So that's what I was doing. It was wonderful and amazing, and we just palled around the house. We played Diablo for like, so I picked him up on Thursday, so most of Thursday was driving. Friday, I made a lasagna for my my Honey Boo Boo's mom. I'm just color switching the fluffy brush and blending out the edges of this very pigmented color. Honey Boo Boo's mom got bit by some fire ants and had a fall and banged her head and was in the hospital. So I decided to make some lasagna to pop on over to her house so she didn't have to worry about feeding herself or her husband. So we did that Friday morning. I made lasagna. Huge. They had to be like 3 pounds each, and I made 2 of them. One for us and one for her. So me and Jake drove to where she lives. It's about an hour away from where we live, and just delivered it and left because she wasn't feeling well. Her back very much hurt, and we didn't want to be a burden or be all up in her face. So we delivered said lasagna, gave hugs and kisses, and we're on our way. That is a beautiful taupey color. So with the one matte shade in the palette is deep brown. I'm going to go out into the outer corner. So that was our, oh, and Friday we played Diablo for like 2 hours. It's a video game, like a RPG, a role-playing game where you create a character and you go on missions and murder skeletons and goblins and ghouls and monsters. But you can play with a second player, and we had a blast. We used to play when he was young together. He's not young anymore. 16 years old, deep voice and everything. Bigger than me, taller than me. God, he's great. He's the only son I have, so I can't compare him to anybody else's son. He's just amazing. I love him so much. That's what we did on Friday. We also, when Honey Boo Boo got home from work, we watched some movies, some cult classic movies. He really wanted me to see the Train Spotting 2, so we watched that. We watched another movie that I wanted him to see. Was I can't remember the name. It's a Spanish word for hitman. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I wanted him to see that, so we watched that. And then we watched a movie called Buffalo 66, which is another cult classic. We watched that. It was great. He's a movie buff. I'm a movie buff. We just movied it up. I'm going to go into this really light shade for the inner part of the eye. So Saturday is when we bebopped to Mom's house and delivered the lasagna. I haven't heard, she hasn't texted me if it was delicious or not. I hope she is enjoying it. And then on Sunday, yesterday, I drove him home. So we left early so I could spend some time with my other child, Zoe. So we went to the house, picked her up, went to Walmart and got some supplies. She's very much likes to sew, so I got her some sewing supplies, and she also has a kitty, so we bought her some cat litter. And then we had a very delicious late lunch at a restaurant called The Pantry. It was wonderful. And that was it. It felt way too short, because just having him in the house is wonderful and magical. I love waking up with him. I love everything about him being at my house, and her. So I won't have him at my house again until Christmas. But I do go up every month. Oh, that's soaked right in. I'll put a little more. Once a month, I go up and I take them both out and we go eat We go get supplies, socks, underwear, snacks, you know, just things that they need for school or home or whatever. And have a very nice lunch. And I do it once a month. Because it's quite a long drive. Okay, a little primer. Primer. What do we want to do for primer? Let's prime with... I'm pretty sure we should use up this Hourglass primer. It's got a little spatula. We're going to spatula some of this out. Use it on up. So the drive back to his house in Lake Alfred was so great driving with him. It's so nice. We did a lot of talking about everything. He's got great music taste. He's got great movie taste. He's only 16 years old and it's like he's 30 years old. We're going to call this tried. We're going to call that sampled. Rub this on in. I haven't put makeup on in so long. This is so nice. I seen a couple sales up on the board here. Excited to get back to the Mattress sales in this beautiful location. Primed and prepped. NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. A little warm for my taste, but works with my tanned color. What happened there? Okay, you just calm down. Do we want to conceal first? No, let's conceal after. Little pump out of my hand. Dot it on with my finger. Actually, let's warm this up a little bit. I'm going to put a little of the e.l.f. bronzing drop in it, because that is still a little light. I forget all my foundations are a little light for me. Even this one. Even if although it's the wrong shade. But we will make it work. So I also reorganized my box while I was home. And then I brought with me as well this. So it's got all my lipsticks, it's got cream products, it's got powder products, it's got a lot of products in it. So I can have more to choose from. I always usually have like 3 to 6 lipsticks with me, and then the shade that I want, possibly potentially, is at home. So I said, you know what, let me just bring all this stinking stuff with me. I'm not on the road anymore. This is my permanent location. This is where I work 5 days a week. So why can't I just leave some massive amounts of makeup hidden somewhere? It's not to have to drag it around with me and make decisions before I get my makeup on. Kind of gotta go with the flow, since I don't plan anything out. So even though that is a little bit of the wrong shade for me, those e.l.f. bronzing drops really do help the situation. The lasagna that we ate came out fantastic, by the way. I had it for dinner last night as well, which was the whole point, allowing me not to have to cook for multiple days. And I think there's like 3 pieces left. Honey Boo Boo is going to use them as his lunch at work. Beautiful. Beautiful skin-like finish. Well worth all of the hype. It's a gorgeous foundation. Very, very skin-like, not overly drying. Doesn't really cling to dry spots. I have dehydrated dehydrated skin. Doesn't matter how I prep, it's dry. So I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. It's very hydrating. Little dot. Little dot. In the areas I want to brighten and conceal. A little extra on my chin, because my chin does not enjoy makeup. It's like you want to be not red in your chin. Well, lady, I don't think so. What else did we do? Oh, we went to a beautiful Goodwill. It was massive. I didn't really find we didn't find anything we liked for him. He's kind of a little bit particular. He doesn't mind. This is a Real Techniques, hold on. Yeah, Real Techniques 242 Brightening Concealer Brush. It's a little cat paw type situation. I've had it in my collection for quite a while, and I kept forgetting. So I brought this with me to blend out concealer. Works very well. It's very soft. Keeps the coverage of the concealer and blends it out very well. That brightened things up nicely. Oh, I miss doing my makeup so much. Hope you all are doing well. Back to the grind. Back to the grind. Doesn't mean we gotta look busted. I think Memorial Day is coming up soon, so we're going to have a lot of sales happening. That's exciting. The red, white, and blue holidays always have some good sales. I noticed this morning on my commute in that it seems as the kids here are back to school as well. So that's good. Cream blush. Whew. Now that I have all these products with me, cream bronzer, excuse me. We could use YSL, LYS, I always get it wrong. We can use the Catrice, you know what we haven't used in a while? This $8 Catrice face palette. It's $8. Come on. I use the shade here. I think I used it one time. This one's a little dark. We're just going to dip it into this with the Sigma stippling brush. Okay, she's pigmented. So that's a good thing. Kids are going back to school. Parents could get back to their normal routine. Realize that they're not sleeping well. Time to buy a mattress. Hopefully. Because it's been a little dead around here. That is a beautiful undertone. And it blends so well. A little bit down the neck. Let's put a little bit under the lip. Create a shadow. Gorge. I'm just going to wipe off my brush. Let's think about what blush we want to use. We can pretty much go in any direction we want with the blush. Thinking. We're gonna go this beautiful Dior blush. So think this little blush in the cream blush in the Catrice palette will do nicely. Same stippling brush, Sigma's flat kabuki. Beautiful. It's funny, me and my son, we don't, at 16 he has political views. I didn't have political views at 16. I could have gave a boop less. But he's very opinionated about the state of politics these days, and we have very in-depth discussions about said goings-ons. And even though we're on opposing sides of, you know, opposing sides politically, it does lead to some very heated debates, which I love it. I love it so much. Love it so much. Powder bronzer. You know what? Since we're using the bougie Dior blush, why don't we use the bougie Dior bronzer? I got this brush from Hank and Henry, I believe. No, Rude Cosmetics. And I only used it a couple times, but it's lovely. Brought it with me to do my powder products. Dior Forever Mineral Bronzer in number 5 Warm Bronze. It's sheer, but it's buildable. To set that cream Catrice bronzer. Bounced it. Lovely. Very beautiful airbrushed bronzer. Dior Forever. Dior bouginess forever. Did not pay full price, as I do not pay full price for a lot of things, because I have, are a part of, and use a little shop called Mercari. It's an app where normal everyday people like you and me sell things. I sell things myself. My description is linked in the description. But main takeaway is I get expensive ass things, excuse my French, for an inexpensive price. I did not pay $40 for a blush. Are you mental? Is it worth $40 to pay for a brand new? Debatable. But it was worth it for the price that I paid for it. Oh, I also picked this blush brush up. It's a Sonia K blush. I think that's what her name is. It's a Target brand, or a brand that's at Target. I heard that Sigma sold their brushes at Target, so that's what I was initially looking for. Ooh, that's a beautiful berry shade. I'm blushy. She's blushy. So I was looking for another one of these because I love it so much. It's the F80 Air Flat Kabuki brush by Sigma. So I had heard there were Sigma products at Target, went in looking for this, but found this for, saw it, liked it. Definitely is not going to replace this because this is kind of a duo fiber type cream product brush, and this is definitely, it's called a buffing brush. I guess I could use it for cream products, but it's lovely and soft. We don't look patchy, so it's doing its job. Thank you, Dior. Let's just go over it with the sponge. kind of blend it. Beautiful and blushy. My nose is always juicy in the morning. I am not sick. Let's powder the rest of this situation. The Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder with a little bit of the Florasis Peach Blossom Powder mixed into it. I have a feeling, just by how they look already, that my under eyes are not going to play nice today. They're gonna look crazy. Little bit of powder. It is what it is. I'm not bad about it. Sorry. Let's fill these. Oh, I brought this cup with me too. It says eyes on it. It's just a little bit of a bigger cup to put all of my like lip pencils in and all of that. This is the cup I was using. It's just not quite big enough for all I got going on. So, eyebrow pencil. Let's use the Zeesea Dessert Collection pencil. It is a company out of... Oh, look at, I cleaned my mirror. Finally. It was so gross. It's a waxy formula, so it has some nice control with it. Just fill in gently. Give the tail a little bit of definition. Use a spoolie on the other side just to blend. Wow, I can actually see. How fantastic. I'm very excited. I have coming my other beauty box. It's a BoxyCharm, but every 3 months they do what's called an icon box. I forget what I chose for the box, but I think there's some pretty exciting makeup products in it. Should be here shortly, and I can't wait. It's curated by makeup artists and influencers and just famous people in general. This box was curated by, I can't remember her first name, Chrissy Teigen, and her husband John Legend. Very excited to receive that box. Should be any day now. Let's finish the eyes. I'm going to go into the only matte shade in the palette. It's a nice deep brown. And just put it on the outer corner, marrying it with the upper eyelid to give us a more complete look and define the outer corner of the eye. I don't really like shimmers or satin shades underneath the eye. I don't think it looks good, so I'm going to pop into the Dior bronzer with like a medium blending brush and blend that out a little bit. Don't forget to make a ridiculous face. Yes, ma'am and sir. Thank you, Dior, again. Thank you, Pat McGrath Shadows. This looks like a simple, everyday wearable, but the longevity, the blendability, gorgy. Let me set this face with setting spray. I'm still working on this itty bitty Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Mister's a little aggressive. Just gonna pat the under eyes a little bit. Fan. I'm a fan of this fan. $6 on Amazon. They had a whole bunch of colors. And black's not your thing. It really has been helpful. Take my hair out. Oh, because I wasn't at work, I only wash my hair twice a week. Because I wasn't at work and I could put headbands on and put my hair in a braid and not really think about it or worry about it, because I didn't need to look like extra put together when I'm bebopping around Goodwill. I didn't wash my hair at all for like a week, and it felt, yesterday when I washed it, so nice. So nice. It really does. Washing your hair less really does help the natural oils, like, really, I don't know what it does, but it felt lovely. Like, my hair feels clean and has some texture in. I'm never going to have body, but it has a little bit more body than when I wash it all the time. So, let us try KVD Full Sleeve Defining Tubing Mascara. I used another tubing mascara quite a while ago. I think it was the Milani. Oh, look how pretty. And it wasn't really my cup of tea. It did come off very easy, so that was nice. But it really didn't give me the volume that I was looking for. Just gonna curl my lashes. Give them all the help that I can. Not look like doo-doo. Alright, let's give her a try. KVD. Oh, look at that brush. Interesting. I'm going to have to get close to the situation, just not to poke myself in the eye. To dry our formula, I'm not disliking it. It's definitely separating. Definitely getting it all over my face, but that's normal. See what a second coat does. All right. Wow, I'm really getting it everywhere. Oy. I don't know how I feel about it. kind of makes them a little bit spidery. Maybe one more coat? Because it's not really giving me the volume that I like. Fingers crossed we don't get clumpy. Definitely lifting and separating. Again, more on my face. We'll see if she transfers. We'll see if she flakes. We'll let her dry. So we can scrape off the remnants of it all over my face. Now the hard part, because I have all of my lipsticks with me. Ooh. You know what I want to revisit? I think I only used it once. It is the Fenty Gloss Balm Stick, and it's in the shade Fenty Glow. It's pretty gorgy. Right up my alley for this kind of cool tone look. But let's line our lips. Let's Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Dusty Rose. Beautiful, gorgeous pencil. Fenty Gloss Balm Stick, shade Fenty Glow. It's definitely delicious. Creamy. That tastes amazing. Doesn't settle into the fine lines of the lips. Gorgeous color, pigmented. Was it $25? Did I pay full price? Absolutely. I saw another content creator talking about it and I had to have it. Don't ask me, but sometimes I give in to paying full price. Not very often, but sometimes. Ooh, girls and boys. Girls and boys. All over my face. It's kind of weighing down my lashes a little bit. Not my absolute favorite formula. But sometimes mascaras get better with age, so we're not going to be mad at her quite yet. You know what I forgot to do? Tight line. So let's tight line before we wrap this on up. Lancome 24-hour Drama liquid pencil. Needs a sharpen. Beautiful. This pencil stays in the waterline. It stays exactly where you put it. It doesn't transfer heavily to the lower lash line. Sometimes you'll see a little transfer, but for the most part it does not, which I love. That's what I'm looking for in an eye pencil. Beautiful. Alright. Thank you for watching me get ready after my mini vacation. Like, subscribe, talk to me in the comments, hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future uploads. Here we are, back for our mattress day. I will see you in my next video.